service, community, leadership. These are the words that describe Steve Driehaus. Not just another politician, Steve has devoted his life to his community and the service of others.
Look, I grew up on the west side. My family's been on the west side for generations. And if you live on the west side of Cincinnati, you understand how important family is and how important ties to the communities are.
He's been in our community, in and around our community. Even when we weren't in crisis, he would come and visit our community. I'd say for sure that Steve is genuine. He's not just talking politics. He has a genuine feel for the community. He has a genuine feel for all of the citizens. He understands it. And if he doesn't quite understand what the problem is, he's willing to investigate firsthand. He doesn't take secondhand information. He comes out, he sees what the problem is, and he brings solutions to the problems that we have within our communities.
You know, I joined the Peace Corps because I had always been taught that service is something that's really important. I wanted to understand when we talk about poverty, when we talk about people really living in difficult situations, what that is. And that was, you know, ingrained in each and every one of us, I think, in each and every one of my brothers and sisters. We all understand that service is important, that your life isn't just about you. It's about what you do for your family, and it's about what you do for your community. But when it comes to leadership, I think that there are elected officials who just serve, and there are elected officials who lead. And by leadership, I mean getting your hands dirty, getting into the neighborhoods, working with leaders when it's boring, when it's not exciting, you know, over months and months of meetings to get stuff done. You know, you never know if you can solve a problem until you try. And it's important that you at least understand the problem, that you dissect the issues, that you see what you can do and see what you can't do. Just because you're a congressman or just because you're a state legislator doesn't mean you are limited in your role. Leaders, elected officials who are leaders, step outside of that role and find solutions to the problems. That's what I did on housing. You know, when we noticed something was going on in housing, this was back in 2001, 2002, we noticed investors starting to purchase properties. We were asking questions as to how they were getting these loans, you know, why some people were being scammed out of their houses. We created a housing task force, and we brought in folks from all over Cincinnati to create the housing task force. And we dissected each piece of the housing crisis, and we realized that it was like a puzzle. So that when we saw scam lease options, we would go down to City Hall and we advocated for an ordinance cracking down on lease options in Cincinnati. I have said often that we don't need a congressman who has yesterday's solutions for tomorrow's problems. We need a congressman who is forward-thinking. We can't be stuck in the past. And so often the solutions you hear are just the same old thing repackaged. We need people who quit repackaging that product and give us an entirely new product. And there are those of us who are moving in that direction, who want to move in that direction, who understand how important it is.